ICEMAN is here, guys. Drake dropped 3 albums last night. He dropped ICEMAN, he dropped Maid of Honor, and then he also dropped an album called HABIBTI.
There's no way anybody can have an opinion on this music yet. Nobody listened to all 3 of those albums.
Not enough for it to sink in either, because I feel like on ICEMAN, that's where he's getting like really reflective and getting into a lot of the things. Again, I haven't heard HABIBTI, but I think some of the stuff got to set in a little bit. So let's get to just some of the things people are talking about, because Charlamagne, you let us know that a lot of this stuff was going to be happening on this album. I don't know how you knew.
I didn't only said 3 things.
You said
Future was going to be on it.
Yes.
He was going to diss Khaled and ASAP Rocky. That's it.
But those were big things to know. Now let's take a listen let's start with Jay-Z, because he threw a couple shots at Jay-Z. Let's take a listen to Whisper My Name.
You be hitting the net for some love, you a tennis ball. I take 500K now to dinner, I never could learn from none of y'all. What's my name and don't say it too loud, cause you gotta come here and you know I pop out.
You gonna yawn. But one of the opening title tracks for the album, Make Them Cry, it's very, very...
I like that record.
I love that record. And I think if we're having a conversation about Drake getting into the things other than what we've been hearing about the battles, this one sets the tone for that. Let's take a listen to Make Them Cry.
How many times are you about to ask if I had a vacation? How many artists I've had to witness do bad imitations? Want me all bent out of shape, rattled and shaking. My dad got cancer right now, we battling stages. Trust me when I say there's plenty things that I'd rather be facing.
FYI, the line at the end about his father, that's very reflective of where he is at personally.
Yes.
Everything else is very woe is me about the industry.
Yeah, but I think the gist of what I took from it is like there's so much going on in his life right now. There's a lot of like people make it seem like he's making this battle his end all be all. He's like
no. Ain't no people. He makes it seem like this battle is the end all be all.
But once you hear,
people.
But when you hear this record, have you heard the record in full?
Yes, that's the first record on the album.
When you hear this record though, you don't feel like okay, that stuff is there in the surface level, but it's just because he hasn't really gotten into everything else yet.
At the end is when he mentions his father. Everything else is definitely woe is me, cry me a river. They jump me, mommy, but I'm coming back with the chopper on everybody.
They jump me, mommy. Oh my God.
You talked about the Khaled bar. I know we played that this morning.
You can play it again.
Okay, we can play it again. Let's take a listen.
Hey Khaled, you know what I mean. The beef was fully live. You went halal and got on your deen. And your people are still waiting for a free Palestine. But apparently everything is in black and white and red and green.
You know, you put yourself in a tough position when you call somebody out like that, though, because people are going to say, well, what have you ever stood for, Drake?
Right.
True. And you can't point to anything.
I mean, you've been here eating off the black experience in America for a long time. I ain't never heard you,
not publicly.
say Black Lives Matter. You can say, even though you half black, but,
Well,
at least say Black Lie. Black Lie.
Oh my gosh.
How do you say half of Black Lie?
We can have ally.
You can only say you can only say nig.
You definitely can only say nig.
That's to get to another conversation. So people think because he dropped these 3 albums at one time that this is his way of ending what his obligations are to the label, right?
Okay.
Now I just found out that he also self-funded this album, which I think is a telltale sign. It gives him a lot of control. But on Firm Friends, which is on ICEMAN, he talks about going independent and kind of explains ICEMAN. Let's take a listen.
If everything goes to plan, I will be making a name change from the boy to the man, but y'all just wouldn't understand. Damn. From mass distribution to leading my own version of the revolution.
That sounds like some heat with album that on.
That's on ICEMAN too. That's on Firm Friends.
Boy, Kendrick beat Drake's ass so bad that he's been reflecting on his life the last 3 years. You heard him say, I'm gonna become a man.
Yeah, because on Euphoria, Kendrick definitely told him.
I've never seen a man get his ass beat like this and reflect on life in this way.
Life and business.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Kendrick really gave him a spanking.
He made him reflect.
You know how sometimes your parents beat you and you got to go sit in your room and you have to really think about your life, but it helps you in the long run.
Yeah.
Y'all Drake fans might thank Kendrick later, yo.
Gosh. He did.
Listen, that type of beat, and he be like,
all y'all Drake fans might have to thank Kendrick later for real.
I mean, look.
Wow.
I feel like he's on the brink of trying to break through.
Wow.
He's trying to get there. He's trying.
He is. Yeah. I mean, I like it though. He like, maybe I do need to grow up. Maybe I need to go from a boy to a man.
He questioning everything. Even on that 1 a.m. in Albany, he's like, what is it, the braids? He's asking himself, what is it? He's like, look in the mirror, what is it, the braids? Like, he's really questioning his life.
Yes, but Charlamagne, you say you want Drake to dig deeper. We all, a lot of people dig. You want more substance, right?
I just find it funny that it took an ass whipping. Sometimes it takes an ass whipping, though. Sometimes it's hard to reach people unless you put some hands on them. These hands were verbal. but it's made Drake reflect on his life the last couple of years.
Sometimes it need to happen.
Yes, I agree.
It's Loren LoRosa telling you to beware of the dog. That's right, Top Dog Law. Car accident, slip and fall, or even a worksite injury, you make the call. Y'all better call the dog. No legal talk, no red tape, just one call and they handle the rest. They only get you paid if you win. No out-of-pocket fees, no hidden costs, and no catch. Bills don't wait, and neither does my boy Top Dog Law. They act fast, right when you need it. Now don't wait. Call Top Dog Law for a free case review. Call now or check them out on Instagram at Top Dog Law. Y'all can also hit them up at topdoglaw.com. Any accident, big or small, you make the call. Y'all, call Top Dog Law. That's Top Dog Law.